Hello everyone, I'm astrology Marina McGrath, and today we are talking about fourth house of horoscope and planets there. You see, fourth house of horoscope is quite big house. It's not only our parents, our home, property, relationship and family, but it's the basement of every person, because what parents put in his or her bringing up, basically, like a moral values, for example, um, the attitude between parents, the attitude between parents and children, how children are brought up, the way of raising them, the way of developing them. This is fourth house of horoscope. So it's atmosphere at home as well. So in what atmosphere a child was growing, this is also fourth house of horoscope. Also, what kind of house family had, what were the rules and traditions in this house. Also, some line of ancestors tradition or whatsoever, even what medical conditions are inherited or whatsoever. It's also fourth house of horoscope. Also, if for example, the main people who were bringing up this or that child, they were not actually parents, father and mother. Maybe it was granddad and grandma, or maybe the person was brought up by aunt or any other relatives or whatsoever, so in this case, fourth house of horoscope will describe this person. So this is fundamental things that person is percepting while he's growing up, so how the person is developed and brought up, basically. This is also fourth house of horoscope, and this experience that he got through in childhood will influence how this person will be creating his own family, making his own nest, how he will bring up his children, and what atmosphere will be developing in his household in future. So you see how huge fourth house of horoscope, it's not only a relationship parent and child, it's not only atmosphere at home, it's not only the way children are brought up, what experience in childhood. By the way, relationship between main person like mom and child, also fourth house of horoscope, but also it's showing what kind of parent this person will be. And is he able to have children? Is he able to create nest? Is he able to look after his house, after his nest? Or he will be just like a citizen of the world, traveling around and living here 3 months, there 1 year, here 2 weeks, or something like this. So basically without any roots, so this is also fourth house of horoscope. But let's take home in a large scale. It's not only exactly your home, the building where you brought up, grown up, but it's also like I don't know, like neighborhood, your town, your community, and even your motherland. These are also questions of fourth house of horoscope. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look what will be the situation with this sector of your life if you have different planets in fourth house of horoscope, because every planet is responsible for this or that area of your life. Planets are all with different energies, and of course they will how to say, give absolutely different events in your life depending on what planet in fourth house of horoscope. But every time we have to look at the whole horoscope. So one position, for example, Sun in fourth house of horoscope, yes, it gives you a lot of information, but we have to see the whole characteristic of the Sun. In what sign, what aspects from other planet, Sun ruling of what house of horoscope. you can see, for example, your Leo in 8th house of horoscope. For example, 8th house of horoscope beginning in Leo. Sun is a ruler of Leo, so Sun in your 4th house of horoscope will be automatically connecting to houses 4th and 8th. So the things around your 4th house of horoscope will be on an eventful basis with the energy of 8th house of horoscope. So it might be 8th house of horoscope. It's Plutonian energies, yeah? So either someone was in crisis situation, maybe there were diseases, medical conditions, or hardships in family, etc., etc. Anyway, we have to look at the whole horoscope. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, let's have a look, turn by turn, yeah? Sun in 4th house of horoscope. You see, Sun is your ego, where you want to show your talents, where you want to get recognition, where you want to shine like a diamond. That's what a Sun, yeah? And being in 4th house of horoscope gives you characteristic that you love actually your home and you want to shine in the home. You mean, I want to rule the family. I want to be someone meaningful in family. Sometimes people with 4th house of horoscope, they are taking under their roof the whole, I don't know, for example, not just parents and children, yeah, but the whole family, like brothers and sisters and aunt and aunties, etc. They're having big families and they are so interested to, you know, hold all the family together, you know, like the whole family united. Also, they're doing everything at home. They want their home to be nice, good quality, etc. Maybe sometimes they're opening business from home as well, and very often business is connected to either construction, either property, because it's also 4th house of horoscope. Property, construction, lending property or land or whatsoever, I mean renting, management, etc. So all connected to the property question. So but also we have to look at how strong is the Sun. It means in what sign of horoscope, what are the aspects from other planets, yeah? If the Sun is strong there, yes, the person will be active at home, but he might you know, do the business, I mean, to show his talents somewhere else as well. But if Sun is damaged, sometimes person doesn't want to go out of the home, so he wants to sit at home. That's it, because he is not interested to go to the public and show his talents and find his interests, etc., outside of the wall. Sometimes he's stuck in the home. And again, if astrology sees the situation, there are always solutions how to neutralize difficulties of this or that position. So if you have something in your horoscope which are not easy to live with, there are always things to do in order to make things better. You just go for astrological consultation, okay? Well, what else? If the Sun in 4th house of horoscope, by the way, the person really loves not only his home, but he's a patriot. He loves his motherland. He loves his community. He wants to do really much. If the Sun in good aspects from other planets, he wants to do much for his community. For example, if the Sun is helped by Pluto, for example, in good aspect like sextile or trine, yeah, he wants to be even in the government of community or of his town or whatever. And Sun in 4th house of horoscope gives you this sense what it's supposed to be done in order to make the things go smoothly in the place where I live. So this person being on some position in his town, maybe in government or in community, he will be really active and doing much for his community, yeah? And again, if Sun is damaged this or that way, from example, from Uranus, Uranus gives you you know, instability and wanting to go free, to break free. Yeah, in this case, person doesn't stand to be at home. It's vice versa situation. He wants to leave the home as soon as possible. Yeah, and as soon as he's like 16, 17, he can look after himself somehow. He just like runs away from home or whatever. That's what I'm saying. We have to consider all the natal chart. If moon in fourth house of horoscope traditionally is concerning Aries, and moon in fourth house of horoscope, things are so good, atmosphere is good at home, you know. I mean, moon feels really, really fantastic at fourth house of horoscope because it's your house, yeah. So the only but here, moon is very, because it's our emotions, our feelings or whatever. The person really loves his home. He's charging his batteries at home. He doesn't want to go out of home. I mean, he loves his home and he feels cozy and secured, and he recharging his batteries, and he's feeling relaxed. Everything is fine. But if there is some tension at home, if there is some disturbing atmosphere, for example, parents are arguing or something like this person with moon in fourth house of horoscope might even get sick. Yeah, and moon is responsible for your digestive system, for your sight, for female health as well. Yeah, so please be aware here. If the child has a moon in fourth house of horoscope, it must be peace and quiet and emotional closeness between parents and between children and parents in the home, if you want your child to grow healthy. Okay, this is the paramount. But this person would be respecting family tradition and cherish this. Yeah, it's just like family person, because his soul is in his house and with his parents, and he would want emotional connection with the parents. The thing is, if the moon is damaged there, it means the person can't recharge his batteries at home. He can't make relationship with his parents, and he won't be able to be a good parent in future for his own children. It's such a very serious situation here. Astrologist or psychologist will tell you what to do, how to make this moon energies in harmony, okay? Because things supposed to be done, work supposed to be done there. Otherwise, it might be very critical situation, home related, family related, nesting related, and quality of life related. Okay, when Mercury in fourth house of horoscope, Mercury is how you speak, it's your voice, it's how you use your speech, how you are writing. So basically, how you digesting information and how you pass information further on. So Mercury in fourth house of horoscope means you will be fantastic in trading property, because fourth house of horoscope is all about property business, and Mercury is fantastic talker. Or he will be just talking again about property or about a relationship in the house, about I don't know, relationship between parents and children, for example. He might be like a family consultant, okay, or counselor or something like this. Or he might be the person who is like holding the family together. You know, there is always like a person where we are getting information from about what is happening in the family with this and that relative. So this is the person who will always find the time to talk to every person of the family, if even it's just like auntie, cousins. I mean, not exact family, I mean close people, yeah, like parents, children, sister, brother, no, but aunties, cousins, I don't know, nephews or whatever. He will cover all the relatives. He will talk to everyone. He will be doing this regularly. So he just like holding all the information about all the family in the house. But guys, if the Mercury is damaged there, always we are having the whole picture of the whole horoscope, yeah. So if the Mercury is damaged there, he will be the one who is gossiping there in family. So if you want to hold some secret, please don't don't say anything to this person, because otherwise everyone in the family, even like cousins, nephews, far relatives, will be aware of what is going on in your bedroom, for example, etc. If you don't want this to happen, be careful. When Venus in fourth house of horoscope, Venus is what we enjoying in life, yeah, where pleasure is coming from, yeah. It's also our what we see beautiful, what we see in aesthetic, where we want to, you know, to be polite and just enjoy the life, etc. So, and when we want to be creative as well, and in which way we want to be loved, and we are able to love other people. So Venus in fourth house of horoscope, it's a very great position, because you love your home, you are putting all your talents in design of this home, interior design, you're making fantastic curtains, or some interior design decorations, or whatever, or you making special furniture or whatever. So this might be indication for great talent of yours, especially if Venus day in good aspect with Saturn or with Mars, or all together, because Saturn is giving you actually this good view of borders. So a person can be fantastic architect, fantastic interior design, or if it is with Mars, he can be really creative in constructing business, yeah, to make it really beautiful and with you know, creativity. Okay, anyway, let's have a look. So Venus in the good aspects there, it's creative business regarding property, yeah, like interior design, for example, or architect, or making furniture, or some decoration from home or whatsoever, and for home, and very good relationship with your parents, and you will be fantastic parent afterwards, because it will be polite and smooth and harmony between children and parents. This will be in relationship. At least you would want to do this, and you will be vibrating this, yeah. Of course, we have to consider all the natal chart, okay? Because, for example, if moon is damaged and somewhere else in horoscope, look, when moon is damaged, your soul is never in harmony. It will be ever, always like fears, troubles, nerves, anxiety, or whatever. So doesn't matter where the Venus is, if it's in fourth house of horoscope, still you have to deal with your moon first, before you are seeing all the doors open where you can be creative, and when you can get money and recognition for this, okay? So that's what I'm saying, we have to consider all the horoscope all the time, yeah? Well, but all in all, Venus in fourth house of horoscope is a great position. But if Venus there in hard aspects from other planets, or in not very good sign for her, so it's a weak Venus, then Venus might be lazy there, Venus might spend too much money. These are the qualities of Venus. I mean, minus, da, with the minus valuation. So meaning that it's a lazy person who is spending a lot online, just doing this from home, and you know, no creativity, just consuming, basically, like a parasite. So what I'm saying, always considering everything. Well, by the way, if your Venus day in good aspect with moon, for example, it's two female energies working together in harmony, you might be such a talent, all connected to the home. For example, you will be creating such a beautiful, outstanding, absolutely wow curtains, for example, or some beautiful decoration for houses. So you might be the artist which will get recognition, huge one, you know. Well, when Mars in fourth house of horoscope, Mars will show where we have to be active, where we will put a lot of energy, where we have to maybe be competitive, and maybe even sometimes being aggressive. So this is Mars energy. Mars in fourth house of horoscope. Again, we're looking in two different questions. Strong Mars will be just doing everything at home. He will be able even to construct his own home by his own hands. If there are good aspects like from Saturn, for example, yeah, he will be able to do this. He will be fantastic constructor, not only for his home. He will be just doing this wonderfully, make a living of this. He will be like constructing houses or whatever. Anyway, he will be always active at home. He will be always finding some work to do at home, something to fix, something to sort out, etc. So he can't just sit and relax. He will be always like doing some activity at home. Yeah, it will be great if you have a little like a gym, or at least maybe, I don't know, some weights or some exercising equipment at home in this case, yeah, because Mars just needs physical force, yeah, to be burned. And if there are too much, you just do a little bit of sport at home, and then you will feel just relaxed. You will have then possibility for yourself just to sit down and relax, because Mars is just like engine non-stop, just pushing you, do this, do that about home. The bad thing here, I'm talking about second case, if Mars is damaged by other planets in fourth house of horoscope, it might be the case that someone was shouting, someone was arguing, someone was making conflict at home. Maybe it's from parents, maybe it's from other relatives who will be always like irritation factor at home. And if it's experience of your childhood, this experience might push you to be this aggressive person for your future home when you are creating your home, and the relationship with your children and with the people who are under the same roof in the same household. So in bad cases, Mars will show that someone was abusive, was shouting, or maybe even fighting physically, like punching people or whatever. That's what I'm saying. We have to consider all the horoscope, and we have to, if there is such information, there are always proof with some different positions of the planet of this information. If information is repeated several times, then it's for sure. What I'm saying, if you see Mars in fourth house of horoscope, don't panic yet, okay? Go to personal consultation to astrology in order to see all the case and what to do about this. There are always things we can work on, and we can correct the things. You see, your soul has chosen this and that position not for no reason, in order to go through work, to learn this or that lesson, to allow your soul to go on the next developmental level. And if such position of the Mars there, it means we have to go through this experience in order to be stronger, in order to be more perfect, in order to allow our soul to go on the next developmental level. So we are not cursing universe or whatsoever. If it's there, we must work on this. That's it. When Jupiter in fourth house of horoscope, Jupiter is the planet of luck, yeah, and it always gives you some goodness. So it might be that the family was very wealthy, yeah, and parents gave good education to children, and also it might be the case that parents from high school teachers, maybe they are gurus or experts somewhere, maybe they are lawyers, maybe they're editing books, maybe they are professors in university or whatever, because Jupiter sometimes is, academic knowledge, not high school, university level knowledge, yeah, professors, etc., or they are experts somewhere. So basically it's showing high social position of parents, good education for children, and the atmosphere of abundance at home. But again, if Jupiter is strong one day, it gives all this, yeah, and you will be tending to do the same for your home, for your children development, etc. And it might be even giving you fantastic inheritance as well. But if Jupiter there is damaged, that might be that the values you assimilated during your childhood are not a real one. You know, Jupiter is our ideology, our philosophy, our value system, etc. Yeah, and when Jupiter is weak one, it might be a little bit how to say, damaged. Your system of values are damaged here. It means oh, I will show everyone I have only brand things around, only Gucci, Armani, this and that, so I will show off. So my house must be perfect, only perfect car, only perfect this and that. I will show everyone what a beautiful house I have. I have only expensive and brand things around. But inside it will be absolutely zero proper knowledge, zero respect for other people or whatever. You feel yourself too superior, etc. You're not treating everyone around like equal person, deserving this and that. So you will be a snob, showing things off without any values inside, without how to say, being a real one, authentic one, just show off person. You see? Well, by the way, Jupiter might actually push you to go in different countries to live. I mean, because Jupiter is all about faraway countries, faraway, I mean, people's traditions, customs abroad, etc. And because fourth house of horoscope about the house, at some point of your life you would want to go to move abroad, or at least to live there for a while abroad, or have a second house abroad, something like this. When Saturn in fourth house of horoscope, Saturn is freezing energy, yeah, it's disciplining energy. Somebody at your home when you were a child was restricting you, demanding too much, or maybe putting some rules and conditions, strain. Anyway, it was strain while you were developing as a child. It means maybe had obligations, maybe had duties from the early childhood. Maybe you had to look after your brother or sister when you were a child yourself, and you were not allowed to go and what other children do. You had to work harder to help mom or dad or whatever. Or maybe someone cold and grumpy was at home who were influencing you, you're developing while you were a child. So basically it might show also like cold atmosphere at home, no emotional connection. You know, when Saturn is strong one, it means it's order, everyone is doing his duty at home, everyone is doing okay actually. Yes, it's a little bit cold information, but everything is functioning very good, and there is respect between children and parents. Yes, maybe there is no love and emotional connection, but there is a huge respect. That's what the Saturn, good Saturn there, yeah? But if it's damaged Saturn, it might be just you feel that you were growing in very cold atmosphere, where there were only demands, only fulfilling duties, only hard work and nothing else. What else? Maybe, you know, Saturn sometimes showing father figure, not only Sun, but Saturn as well, father figure in horoscope, and being damaged in fourth house of horoscope. In very many cases, it's a very harsh relationship with father, very strict father, very demanding father, like, I told you what to do, something like this, you know, basically disciplining, no emotional connection. When Uranus in fourth house of horoscope, Uranus, it's a freedom spirit, it's revolutionary spirit, but it's inconsistency. There is no stability. It's always like chaotic movement or whatever, because that's Uranus energy, yeah. Which means in fourth house of horoscope, there were so many moving the houses. There were never ever stability that yes, we are living at least for some years in one place or whatever. It was always just like this the whole childhood period of time. Or maybe mom was divorced and she had one husband, then second, then third partner, then fourth partner, so again instability between relationship of kind of parents at home, yeah, or vice versa. If a child was raised by father, yeah, so he had a lot of women kind of stepmoms or whatever. Anyway, it's complete instability, complete chaos at home, yeah. And you know, in good scenario, it's like father and mother were in scientific project somewhere. Maybe they were I don't know, making rockets, or in aviation, or mom was stewardess or whatever. It's all Uranus professions. So if mom and dad were in Uranus business or professions, then it might be also a Uranus in fourth house of horoscope. In this case, child is giving like a freedom of development. So mom and dad, they are just eaten by their scientific projects or their professional growth or this and that, and they are not paying attention to children actually. And children are growing with complete freedom. Whatever they want to do, they do, yeah. So it might be actually not very bad scenario. Because if Uranus there is in hard position, I mean, there are some hard aspects from other planet, that means it's just complete chaos at home, instability, unpredictability, and spontaneous, shocking things might happen every day, so you don't have any sense of security at home. And this might actually damage your nervous system, and you wouldn't be able in future to create your normal stable nest. Again, don't panic right now. Yes, we have to consider all the information around the horoscope, and we have, if there is a case of what I just said, it must be proved by some other factor to prove for this information. Well, when Neptune in fourth house of horoscope, again, it might be good vibration of Neptune, and then it's maybe religious family. Oh, I love my home, and because it's like basically like a church for me, like a temple for me or whatever. So there is an atmosphere of, I don't know, God's love there, and people all love each other in family and cherish each other, and all this things, creative things are happening at home, yeah, or religious things are happening at home, or spiritual development is happening at home. Maybe mom and dad are working in non-traditional medicine, maybe in esoteric occult sciences, maybe they're psychologists or whatever. So this is good all vibration of Neptune. If Neptune is damaged, if Neptune is vibrating low, it means there is some disillusions around home. Maybe there are secrets at home, maybe there is deception at home or whatever. So there was some, maybe even I don't know, situation where parents neglect children completely because they just detach from reality or whatever. They don't want any responsibility to fulfill, because Neptune is smearing all the borders, not giving the concrete result or any support or whatever. It's just like cosmos without borders, without stability. Yes, for creation it's good, but if it's vibrating low, the person doesn't want to fulfill his duties in reality. He just wants to be in an alternated state of mind. It might be drugs, it might be alcohol, it might be any kind of dependencies between I don't know, members of family. So it might be really hard situation with this. So when it's good position, it's spiritual development at home. If it's bad position, it's maybe alcohol or drug dependencies at home. But when we are working on this situation, we can change things for us, okay? I mean, go to astrological consultation and just so you know what to do in order to make it vibrate on high. And in this case, the person might even in future want to create his home like oasis, or near water, maybe near river, near sea, or to be somewhere on the nature or whatever. So not to be in the middle of the city, but in secluded areas or whatever. That's what Neptune is. And Neptune is not about material things. Neptune is always about spiritual demands, first of all. Yeah. When Pluto is in the 4th house of horoscope, Pluto is where people were fighting for power. It's always complete intensity of the things. It might be even going through hardships. It's always war, because it's a nuclear power of the whole horoscope. It might give you absolutely everything or crush you completely. It's a huge energy charged planet, and especially when this planet is connected to your personal planets, it's Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus and Mars. If this planet is connected somehow in any aspect, you will feel energy of Pluto really strong. Okay, when it's 4th house of horoscope, it might mean in good aspect, yeah, when it's strong one and you know how to use this planet, it might give you this hunger to have the best property, for example, the most expensive one, yeah, when everything like in gold, for example, in your property or whatever, and you will be a very powerful figure in your family, or maybe someone was really powerful, almost damaging your personality at home when you were growing up. So it was always like striving for power at home, yeah. So yes, Pluto might give you really a lot of material abundance, so to say, around home, like good property, good inheritance, and your demands only for better place to live, maybe several homes and abroad as well, etc. Yeah, but it might give you in hard positions awful hardships at home. For example, you had to survive basically while you were a child. There were some circumstances which were even kind of risky for your living there, yeah? Maybe it was some difficulties with health parents, health of the parents, yeah? Maybe mom or dad were ill, and maybe one of the parents just died earlier than it should be, so there were deaths and family. Maybe some relatives, a close one, died before it's supposed to happen, yeah, before time. So anyway, it's always like tyranny. I mean, in bad aspects, in the hard position of Pluto, it's a tyranny at home. And if you went through this while you were a child, you have this tendency to create your own home with the same attitude. So this or that way, it will be tyranny again in your future family, you see? Again, this information is supposed to be proved by some other things in your horoscope, so don't panic yet, okay? And also, it's not the cross on the situation, it's just you always can use every energy of the planet for the profit of yours, okay? We just have to make some work and to know how to use this energy of Pluto. That's it. So if there are hard positions there for the Pluto, just ask astrology how to work on this, what exactly is supposed to be done in order to put the harmony on this sector of your life. Thank you for watching me. I'm Astrology Marina McGrath, always at your service if you need personal consultation, if you just want to learn astrology, everything is on my channel. Just choose your playlist. If the playlist is in English, these are the videos to learn astrology for English speakers. If the playlist is in Russian, so this material is for Russian speakers. Yes, I'm teaching in 2 languages, I'm consulting in 2 languages. If you want to learn by yourself. Everything about astrology already there for free. It's a library for you to use. If you don't have time for this, but you still want to know what you came for in this life, yeah, that's what astrology is for. It's helping people to understand. Then ask me for consultation. All my details underneath every video. Bye for now. Have a wonderful day.